Welcome class to another lecture in ENC1102. I want to point to you two things today. Writing journal responses and story of an hour. And this is the journal response that is due today, Monday, May 21st. I have graded your journal responses from last week. I want you to take a look at the feedback that I gave you through the email. Take a look at the rubric that I used in order to grade and assess your journal. This is where you should be able to see what are your strengths and weaknesses. I will use this rubric for each of the journals that you will submit. The one from last week will not be graded. However, starting today, Story of an Hour is your first official journal response, or journal response number 1. I want you to write the journal, start writing the journal in class as a draft. With the help of your tutor, Lisa, you'll start this and then you can finish later today so that you can submit in the journal response number 1 Story of an Hour Dropbox in Desire to Learn. You will do this for each of the journals as we move forward in the semester. A couple things that I saw as I was reading these journals from last week. I want you to focus on one aspect of the story that you found to be important. It could be any aspect of that story. If something grabbed your attention and something that you want to write about, then write about that in the journal response. Remember, the first thing you want to make is the connection emotionally with the story. And then the second connection is intellectually. These are free writing exercises. However, I still want you to focus on one important aspect of the story that you found to be something that you want to write about. Right? It could be on a character. It could be on a particular event. It could be on the setting where this story took place. Make sure that in your journal response you are specific about what you're writing and that you quote from the text 1, 2, or 3 sentences that you found particularly important and then comment on those. Remember, the journal response is not a formal essay. It's 1 to 2 pages typed. So, I don't want you to write about everything in the story, but I want you to focus on one particular aspect of that story. As you start writing these, you will get better at them. And the feedback that I'll provide will help you with this. And this is part of journal responses, is that you will improve your writing as you're doing them. Another thing that I want you to point out is vocabulary. Make sure that you're checking that that vocabulary is correct. You can do that through the word processor, Word that you're using, or through a free online dictionary. Another thing is verb tenses. Make sure that you're consistent with your verb tenses. If you're going to use present tense, make sure you use throughout the journal response present tense. If you're using past tense, make sure you're consistent in the past tense. Organization is very important as well. Make sure that you have paragraphs for your journal responses. It makes for easier reading, but also to organize your thoughts and ideas in a consistent and coherent way. Again, the rubric will let you know if you are organizing your material in the proper way. And of course, the formatting. Make sure that it's in a Word document. that you have your heading at the top, that you are double spacing, and that you're using Times New Roman 12 point as your font. Your tutor will help you in your draft, and then you will finish the task later on today. I will see you next time for our second installment of writing journal responses. Thank you.